welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1401 Part B, and we are here with our Pruitt family. This is Thomas Pruitt, and he is here with his little boy. I believe this is Ulrich that he is taking care of here. And he is just going to do a little bit of tummy time with him. Yes, it is Ulrich. So he's going to do a little bit of tummy time with him. Currently right now, Letitia is just getting herself a little bit of a nap, and she is trying to get herself a little bit of rest before we have to go to the ceremony. It is Rogation Day currently in the game, and they do need to attend a holiday ceremony for that. So we will be sending them off to a holiday ceremony so that they can meet their milestone holiday goal for Rogation Day. But right now we do have Thomas just tending to little Ulrich, and Rolf is currently also upstairs getting a little bit of rest. We are in with the Pruitt family because, as we know, Letitia and Thomas in the last episode had gotten themselves married and were unable to produce an heir. Well, were unable to get pregnant after consummating their marriage. So we are just going to be playing with them a little bit here so that we can see if we can get them with child. So we are starting off this episode with the Pruitt family in hopes that we can get Letitia with child. So we're just kind of seeing how the Pruitt family is getting on and seeing what it is that they kind of do day in and day out. And as you can see, Thomas is just kind of bonding with his little one, teaching him some tummy time and hoping that he can meet some milestones here, which is it's just really sweet, really cute. As you can see, he is feeling really happy from being in a new relationship and being near the fire, and he loves his environment here at the home, so we absolutely love that. Thankfully, he is no longer mourning the loss of his wife, and he is happy that he has remarried, and I think he is hoping that he's going to have a successful relationship here with Letitia, and that their union will be a nice and long one, and that they will be able to have many children to add to their family tree here. And it does look like Ulrich was able to lift his head with that tummy time, so we absolutely love that. He is, though, feeling a little bit tired, so I think I am just going to go ahead and get Dad to take him and put him in the crib so that he can get himself a little bit of rest. Okay, let's go ahead and put Ulrich to bed, and then when Letitia gets up, we will take the parents off to the ceremony here. All right, Dad, take Ulrich and put him into bed. Thomas is like, come on, Ulrich, let's go get yourself a little bit of rest. We'll put you into your crib. So he's just going to take him on downstairs and put him in the crib where he can get a little bit of rest with Rolf, and both of the boys can go ahead and get themselves well rested here. Oh my goodness, Rolf is actually laying in the floor here, but he's going to put Ulrich into bed. So we love that. Let's just check on Rolf's needs and see how he's doing. Oh, he's doing great. So we love that. All right, let's go ahead and get Letitia up. We are going to have her go ahead and we will travel to the ceremony. Oh, I've turned their phone off, so I guess they can't travel anymore. That's the only bad thing about that mod, is it completely disables their phone, so they're unable to go to the ceremony now. I wonder if I can take them to the ceremony. So she's gone off to the market. He can maybe go to the village shop. What did she get? She can get chocoberries, dandelions, or sage. I don't actually. Oh, she can sell those. Let's sell the chocoberries. We'll keep the rest. Let's get him to go to the village shop. I guess they're not going to be able to go to the ceremony since I've turned their phone off, which is not necessarily a good thing. I really wanted them to be able to go and meet their goal there, but I guess they're not going to be able to do that. All right, let's get her to come on out here and collect the eggs, and she can clean the coop and scatter some feed while he is away at the village shop. She can also collect the honey and the beeswax, so we'll get her to tend to some of the things outdoors while the children are just kind of tending to themselves. And when he gets back, we will go ahead and see about getting them to try for a little one. All right, so she was able to collect some eggs. We have 2 hatchable eggs. All right, so let's go ahead and put those here into the chicken coop. And we did get some honey out of the hive, which is fantastic. And we will just go ahead and maybe we can throw away some of this trash that she's got. And Rolf has learned how to babble while he's laying up there in the floor, which is fantastic. They are currently meeting some of their milestones, and we love to see it. All right, feed those chickens, and then you can go ahead and deal with the bees. All right, so he has gone to the market. He can get apples, blackberries, blueberries, boar meat, milk, carrots, eggs, flour, honey. What do we need currently right now? We are still in spring, I believe. So for spring, cabbage, carrots, daisies, green peas, mushrooms, parsleys, rose, snapdragon, strawberries, and tulips. So we'll get some strawberries and we'll get some carrots. And let's get some boar meat as well. And we'll get a couple of bags of flour and a couple of things of sugar as well. All right, so he has gotten some things from the market, and we'll go ahead and put those things away in the fridge. So we'll put the sugar away, and we'll put the meat away, and we'll put the flour away. Obviously, the carrots and the strawberries we're going to go ahead and plant. And she's just in there dealing with the little ones. Once she's done with that, we'll get her to come on out here and filter the wild honey that she got from the beehive. And he's just going to do a little bit of the planting. And then once the planting is done, we'll go ahead and we'll have him go over and talk to Letitia about them trying for another little one. I think that he would obviously want to go ahead and try again for a little one with her, and see if they are able to go ahead and try for a baby. Obviously, we want them trying for a little one and seeing if we can expand the house. I don't know if she was keen on that or not. Did you ask her if you could have a baby with her? He's like, well, I tried, but you know. She didn't really answer me. Give her a compliment and a kiss, and then you can ask her if you guys can try for a little one. So she's gone ahead and collected the honey. Did you collect the honey? Collect the honey. She's like, I'm collecting it. I'm collecting it. All right, so we did collect that honey, and we're going to just go ahead and put the honey in the fridge. And these two are going to have a little bit of a chat. He's just going to give her a bit of a compliment and then give her a smooch and tell her that he really does want them to go ahead and try again for another little one. It is currently about 2 o'clock in the game on Wednesday, and this day is quickly coming to a close.
Warig, Valanila, Anna Herb, Nibna.
Look at her try to seduce him. He likes flirtation. Okay, good.
Barb, Walurp, Nine, Chunga, Lugga. Samzo, Kableep.
Hey, Bruce.
Jongi Shuna.
Stirb, Palatip Tip.
Okay, they can't try for a baby for whatever reason. Maybe I can get them to woohoo. All right, so they can do the woohoo. They just, for whatever reason, when I hit the try for baby option, both of them are like, we are not doing that. And I don't know if it's because they have 2 infants currently or what the deal is, but every time I say try for baby, they're like, absolutely not. But when I say woohoo, they're like, yeah, sure, we can do that. So we're going to have him go in and woohoo, and let's hope that maybe something comes of it. I don't know if it will, but as we know, she does have, I believe, 7 more baby tries. So we are hoping that this one is going to be successful, that they're trying this time, and maybe she will be able to go ahead and get pregnant. I don't know if she will or not, but we are hoping that that is going to be the case. Rolf is in here and he is doing really well. Ulrich is asleep currently, but he seems to be doing pretty good as well, so we love that for the boys. Once they're done doing their woohoo, I am going to have Letitia come on upstairs, and we're just going to get her to go ahead and make a meal. Let's see what she can make. We can do... Oh, she can't really do a whole lot of anything, can she? She can make gruel, so I guess we'll get her to make a family size of gruel, and we will have her cook that up. It's just because she doesn't really have a whole lot of skill cooking-wise yet, so she has limited options of what she can currently make for the family. So we will get her some options of cooking skill going on, get her skill up, and then maybe she'll be able to cook other things. I think she can also do like boiled eggs, so she could potentially make some boiled eggs. But other than that, she just doesn't have a whole lot of skill. We'll have to get her working on that. We are going to go ahead and check and see if she is pregnant, and it looks like she is not, so we will have to continue working on that. I hate that they are not getting with child, but they did use another one of their baby tries, and unfortunately nothing came of that. So we will have to get them to try again. I am going to have him come up here and just express his admiration towards her and just whisper seductively, and he's going to profess his love for her and just say, like, I realize that you are my second wife. I know that maybe that might make you feel like I don't care for you as much as I cared for first wife, but that's just really not the case. And I really just want you to know how important you are to me. And hopefully they will be able to obviously have more chances to have children here. They don't even have the try for baby option anymore, so there's that.
Fool. Vinva Pomere Muchi Peachy. Tonkubu, Kinkaya Mal. Fleurs?
Oh, Rishi. Yaba. Sharuna Zanis. Amki Hab Scoopa. Ah.
Waji. Ah.
And she's like, oh my goodness. I mean, I knew you cared for me, but I didn't realize it was so much. And he's like, well, of course I do. Of course I do, Letitia.
Oh, Mookie. Shuna, what tips do you have, huh?
Wobara.
She's telling him how much she cares about him, and he's like, let me just profess to you how much I love you. And she's like, oh my goodness, you are so romantic. And their romance dynamic has gone up. Their satisfaction level has gone up with one another, which is fantastic. I am loving that. We are going to need to get Letitia a bath at some point. She is starting to feel a little bit grungy. And obviously, we will also get them to eat something. It would seem that Rolf is feeling pretty tired. So we are going to have him obviously need to get into bed. So maybe we can get Dad to come down and put him to bed as well. He's like, all right, let me go ahead and put Rolf to bed. And so she's going to go and have herself a little bit of a bath. Clearly, I was really hoping that they could try again for another baby, or, well, try again for a baby. But it just seems that they are really struggling in that department. This family is really going to make me work for getting them with child. Maybe she can put the baby down. I don't understand. Oh, they are going to try for a baby. So they decided to try for a baby. Okay, we love that. So their romance satisfaction went up, and because of that, they've decided they are going to try for a baby. So we absolutely love that for them. Once she is done with trying for a baby with him, we'll get her to come on in here and take herself a bath. And then I will go ahead and get Thomas to go on upstairs and have himself a bite to eat. I really do wish that you had put Rolf into his crib, but you clearly didn't, so we love that. So he is just getting himself a little bit of gruel, and she is currently down here taking herself a little bit of a bath. The boys are awake. Well, Ulrich is awake, and it looks like Emily Phelps is wanting to know if she can come over and hang out. We're going to tell her that she can. Emily, as we know, is Letitia's mother, so she just wants to come over and see how Letitia is doing now that she is married and obviously a stepmother to these boys. And so she is just wanting to make sure everything is all right with her daughter and that she is doing well in her new relationship. And so Emily is just going to come over and get in our bed and cry. Okay, well, Emily, that's a little different. I don't really understand why you would do that, but that's perfectly fine. Maybe I can obviously get Thomas to come down and talk to Emily and just be like, you know, why are you crying and what is the problem with you? Let's get you out of your night clothes and put you in your day clothes so that, you know, you're in mixed company now, right? And so we are just going to have him just talk with her a little bit. We'll do a little bit of conversation with her, and he can just give her a little bit of relationship advice, I think, maybe. And maybe he can introduce her to Ulrich, and he can introduce her to Rolf, and that way she will get to know her new grandchildren, because obviously she is going to be the grandmother to those boys now, because Letitia did go ahead and adopt the boys as her own. She is their caregiver now. So being that that is the case, Emily is going to be, you know, technically their grandmother. And so he wants her to obviously come and get to know the boys and be able to meet them and have a nice relationship with them. So he's just going to take the boys up and let them meet Emily. He's like, I am going to go and introduce you to your grandma. I want you to obviously have a bit of a relationship with her. So he's going to take Ulrich up first and let her be introduced to Ulrich. And that way they can have themselves a bit of a nice little conversation here. So he is just introducing her to Ulrich, and Ulrich has had his first visitor milestone unlocked. She's like, oh, you are so cute, little Ulrich, so adorable. So she's gonna go and put him in his crib because he's clearly, you know, feeling some kind of way. Why don't you go ahead and now introduce Rolf over to Emily and let her get to know Rolf. So he'll take Rolf in there and let her get to know Rolf as well. And then Rolf will meet his first visitor as well. So he's like, this is Rolf. And she's like, oh, he's so cute too. And she's then going to go and put Rolf to bed as well, I guess. So both of the boys end up getting put in bed by their grandma, which is super cute. We are going to go ahead and see if Letitia has ended up getting pregnant from that woohoo, and it would seem that she has, which is super great. So Letitia is with child, so we will be updating that information that she is pregnant and will be having a baby. Why are our kids screaming? I don't know. They gotta go to the bathroom, but they're not hungry. They're just angry. All right, so Rolf is angry because someone put him down, and Ulrich is angry because he misses being held. So both of our boys are basically spoiled rotten. So we love that for them. So we're just going to have her go ahead and give a residence key to her mom and say, anytime you want to come over and visit, please know that you are welcome to come over. We would love to see you. Obviously, you know, you're welcome in our home. And she's going to have like a deep conversation with her mom and just basically say, I'm so happy here with my husband and things are going really well. It's really difficult, you know, being a stepmom or a mom, I guess, since she considers them her own. She's like, but I really do enjoy it, and I find this life really fulfilling, and I look forward to obviously having more children with Thomas. And so she's just talking to her mom, and Emily's like, I'm so glad that you are finding this life fulfilling and that you're happy here with Thomas. I was really hoping that that was going to be the case. You know, I realized that you married young, but I was hoping that you were going to be happy. Her mom is feeling a little bit angry though. I don't know what her deal is. Oh, her mom is mean. Well, okay, let's go ahead and send Mom home. Mom is just wanting to fight with us for a little bit, and I don't understand why Mom's wanting to argue with us. Mom, why are you wanting to argue? Can't we just share a secret with you, and, you know, you can just stop yelling at us. Oh, and Rolf has learned how to blow a kiss. How sweet is that? So she did give her mom a key to the residence so she could come and visit whenever she wanted. And it looks like her dad is now calling, and he's like, I got the scoop that some crazy party is happening at the Bluffs. Okay, we're not going to a party, Dad. Just, you need to calm down. All right, so we have gone ahead and tried for a baby with Letitia, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that she is currently expecting. As you can see, the Pruitt family is doing really well. I am going to go ahead and have her give the boys a little bit of a feed here. I think that it is time for them to get fed. So Letitia is going to go ahead and just give them a little bit of a bottle feed and make sure that they are taken care of here. And then we are going to go ahead and head over to our main household with Erlene and the nuns and see how they're doing in the monastery. It is currently almost 8 p.m. on Wednesday, so this day is almost complete. But we do want to head over into the monastery and just see how our main household is doing. So we will be heading over to see them and check in on them. We also are going to be seeing Kate at some point in this part go ahead and go into labor. So we will be heading over and seeing the Barnetts. So without further ado, let's go over and see the monastery and Erlene Smith. Okay, so we have arrived here in the monastery with little Erlene. She is currently feeling okay. It does look like she might need to go ahead and go to the washroom. So I am just going to go ahead and queue up for her to go use the potty. I think she can potty on her own now. So we're going to have her go and use the potty chair and take care of her bladder needs. It is currently 8:20 p.m. in the game. And so I do think that at some point she is going to need to be heading into bed soon. Sister Cassandra also is needing to use the washroom. And Sister Marguerite is in fantastic shape, so we absolutely love that for her. I am also going to need to have our animals checked on because, as we know, that is something that we desperately need to do. And our garden is in desperate need of being weeded. So I may get Sister Cassandra to come on out here and do some weeding in the garden. And our coop is clean and our eggs are collected. How's our shed doing? Our shed it's already clean. Okay, great. And our bees, we can collect some honey. So let's go ahead and collect some honey from our bees. And we can collect the beeswax as well. So we'll get Sister Marguerite to go ahead and do that while we let Erlene finish up in the washroom here. So everyone is just going to go ahead and kind of deal with some of the chores here. And Erlene is just going to kind of take care of herself here. She's probably going to get a little bit of playing in after she goes to potty. And then once she's done playing, we'll go ahead and probably get her settled in for the evening and let her get a little bit of rest, because she is probably going to want to get some rest because it is starting to get quite late in the evening here. But she does seem to be doing pretty good at her pottying, and she is really quite happy about it. Oh no, she's not. She's sad because she had a potty accident. Erlene made a little boo-boo when using the potty, and she is pretty upset about it. The poor dear. All right, we will just go ahead and have Sister Marguerite clean up this mess, and that will be good, since clearly Erlene had herself a little bit of an accident there. So she is just currently playing with her dolls, getting up her imagination skill. As we know, she is in a level 3 of imagination, but she is really getting close to a level 4. She's currently at 82%. She is also at a level 3 of communication, a level 3 of movement. She is at a level 2 of thinking and potty. And so she is well on her way with her skills, and I am here for that. So we are doing so good with her. She will be aging up into a child in 1403, so we still have a little bit of time left with her as a toddler here, that we will be having a couple more years here as a toddler where we can continue to max out our skills with her. So that is going to be great, that we can hopefully max out all of her skills, and she will be a really well-rounded child, which is going to be fantastic. We are going to let her finish doing her shapes here, and then I am going to go ahead and get her off into bed. I am going to go ahead and let Sister Marguerite just continue taking care of herself, and I'm going to go ahead and get Sister Cassandra to come on up and take herself off to bed. Maybe I should also get Sister Marguerite to come on up and go to bed, because I do think that they are both starting to get a little bit tired. So I'm going to get both of the sisters to come up and go to bed, and Erlene can go to bed, and everyone will tuck themselves in for the night, and I will see you in the morning when they wake. So it is officially the next morning. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and Sister Marguerite has woken. She is up bright and early because she was the one that was the most rested. I am just going to go ahead and get her up and have her make a little bit of breakfast food. I think I'm going to have her do some baked mushrooms. So she's just going to go ahead and come down and get some breakfast cooking. Sister Cassandra and Erlene are both still in bed asleep. So Sister Marguerite can come down and make some breakfast. And by the time that is complete, the others will probably go ahead and be just waking. So that will be fantastic, because then we can get everyone to come down and just have themselves a little bit of this breakfast foods that she's making. I think everyone will enjoy these mushrooms. It will be something different for them to eat, and so that'll be great. We'll have everyone come down and partake of the breakfast dish together as a family, and then obviously we can have Erlene continue working on some of her skills. Oh my gosh, this fried fowl needs to be cleaned up. You're gonna need to clean that up. So maybe you can clean that up when you're done setting the baked mushrooms down, and then you can call everyone to a meal, and then you're going to need to do some laundry in the wash tub. She's like, oh my gosh, the chores never end. I know they never do. All right, so we will get her to come and call everyone to a meal, and let's get you to come and grab a serving, and let's get you to come and grab a serving, sweet girl. Everyone's going to come down and grab some food, and then Sister Marguerite, when you're done, go ahead and get some wash going. As we know, Erlene is going to take her sweet time getting downstairs, just because it does take her a bit of time to climb the stairs here. She is getting a little bit better at her movement skill, so she is a little bit faster than she used to be, so that is good, but she still sometimes struggles with that. So she is just going to grab herself a bit of a bite here, and Sister Cassandra, why don't you go ahead and put away the food, and then you can clean up these dishes. All right, and you are just doing the laundry here, which is wonderful. You can unload. Oh, there's no clothesline. Okay, let's check the clothesline and see about that. First, I have to find it. This is something that's constantly happening. Let's unload and put this away. And are they both done? Yeah, they are. All right, we'll put this laundry away, and then we'll put the clothes on the line. All right, come over here and you can hang the clothes on the line. And Sister Cassandra is just kind of cleaning up everything, but I am going to have her come over here and clean the shed, and then she can collect the honey, and I'm going to have her come and collect the eggs and clean the coop. She's like, ugh, I'm usually the one that, you know, goes and tends to the garden. I don't typically do all of this hard labor of tending to the animals, but I'm going to have her tend to the animals, and I'm going to have Sister Marguerite go ahead and come and clean and feed and milk Bluebell, and then she can come over here and she can water the plants. We will get you to spray for bugs, and we will get you to weed. So they are going to go ahead and tend to the outside chores. I am going to send you upstairs, little girl, because you are going to go ahead and start practicing on some of your skills. So let's go ahead and work on some more of our shapes and stacking. And then we'll even work on a little bit of imagination. And of course, Erlene is like, well, okay, I suppose that's something I can do. So we're just going to get her upstairs working on some of her skills while the sisters are outside tending to the chores for the house. She is okay to kind of be on her own for a little bit first thing in the morning after having breakfast and tending to just learning. Obviously, the sisters come in and they check on her periodically, but you know, they do need to make sure that they do their chores. Sister Marguerite, get your butt outside and do the gardening. She's like, but I don't want to. I don't care. Go out here and spray for bugs. Or you can even weed. All right, so they are going to work together to get that gardening done. And she is currently just doing some shapes, learning her thinking skill and getting her thinking skill up. She is almost to a level 3 of her thinking skill. So we are well on our way, and I absolutely love that. Sister Marguerite is like, you know, I guess I am enjoying this. I don't really have much of a choice now, do I? Can you come weed as well? Honestly, we can work together. Weed the garden. Ladies, weed the garden together. And let's just take a look. It does look like, is today harvest? Yes, it is. All right, so we are actually going to get them to harvest as well, because today is actually harvest day. So let's go ahead and harvest everything. I will get you to harvest over here. So they are going to harvest their garden and make sure that everything is harvested because it is harvest day for the season. Great. So we did get our harvest up, and the garden was able to be weeded and watered and all of that wonderful stuff. I'm just going to have her come down here and replace this water, and then we are going to have her go ahead and do the laundry in the wash tub, and she'll get some more laundry going, which will be fantastic because, as we know, the laundry is all the time going and needing to be done. So we were able to do what we needed to do for the chickens and for the cow. So we are just going to check our inventory. So we did get some milk, and where is our fridge? So we got 6 milk. We have 2 honey. We have 12 parsley and 12 strawberries from Sister Marguerite. Sister Cassandra has 2 honey. She has 6 parsley, 24 strawberries, 15 carrots, 28 peas, and she also has an egg, which we love. All right, we are thrilled about it. And Erlene is currently just up here playing with dolls. She finished her thinking. She finished her stacking. We currently are at a thinking level 3. We're at an imagination level 4 and a movement level 4. So we are well on our way. It is currently about 12 o'clock in the game in the afternoon, and she is in desperate need of some socialization. So I am just going to have Sister Marguerite come up and do some socialization with her. We're just going to have her come up and tell her a story and make sure that we get some socialization with her. I think I will get Sister Cassandra to come down and just grab this laundry, and you can hang it on the line while Sister Marguerite goes ahead and comes upstairs to socialize with little Erlene here. Obviously, I think Sister Marguerite would be missing Erlene. She hasn't really had a chance to bond with her today or have any time with her. And so she does want to have some quality time with her. She's going to come up and she is going to tell her a little bit of a story and maybe read her a toddler book. And oh my gosh, sister, you need to go to the washroom. And you also need to go to the washroom, Erlene. So we'll get her to go ahead and come over here and go potty. All right, so Erlene's just going to go ahead and go over here and go potty. Please come over here and go potty. All right, she's going to get her potty in, and I think that Sister Marguerite is also going potty. She desperately is needing the loo as well. And then when they both have gone potty, we will go ahead and have her come and tell her a funny story and kind of get to know her a little bit better. Maybe she can brighten her day, and they will just spend a little bit of time together because obviously we want both of their socialization to go up. And obviously that does get Erlene's attention up, which is great because she definitely wants attention from the sisters. And we want her to be a happy little toddler. We don't want her feeling like she is neglected or anything like that. So we are just definitely going to make sure that she spends time with her. So they're going to learn about some animals now, and then maybe we can read her a little bit of a book. So she's just playing with her with some flashcards, teaching her about her animals, which does get her communication level up a little bit more as well. And we are just bonding over the fact that we are learning here. We are definitely going to need to go and check in on the Barnett family. So I am going to head over to the Barnetts, and we're going to check on Kate because she should be going into labor very, very soon. So let's go ahead and head over to the Barnett family. Okay, so we have arrived here at the Barnett family, and Kate is currently in labor. She's always so sad. Look at her face. She's like, why me? Why again? All right, so we are currently going to go ahead and we're going to let her go in and have her baby. Seriously, it tells me again I need a bassinet. Do we not have a bassinet in this house? All right, let's go and see if we have a bassinet. If we don't, then we'll need to get one. And then once we have a bassinet, we'll be able to go ahead and give birth to this little one. So let me get that all set up for this house. Okay, so we got a bassinet for the home. I am just going to go ahead and bring home Theo. And I am going to let Kate go ahead and go into labor with her baby. So let's go and have our baby with Kate. Kate's like, oh my gosh, not again. Yes, again. Theo is freaking out. He's like, oh my God, you're having another baby. Kate's like, it'll be okay, I think. And he's like, how do you know? And she says, I don't necessarily know, but I'm hopeful. And he's like, yeah, but your sister, she died in childbirth. And she's like, I know, but I'm just going to be, I'm going to have faith that everything's going to be okay. So Kate is in labor. We are hoping that everything's going to go okay with her. And we are hoping that she's going to have a successful birth. We do hope for a boy because they have already got a daughter. So let's hope that this little one is a little boy. And we will see what happens here with the Barnett family. Okay, Kate, how's it coming along? She's like, I'm struggling, okay? I am just struggling with this. All right, so they did have a boy. We are going to name this little one Wilkin. And we have had a single birth. We have had little Wilkin. We are going to go ahead and we are going to roll the dice for mom and baby. As we know, mom can't roll a 1, 11, 2, 15, I'm sorry, a 1 or an 11. And so let's go ahead and pull up our dice. So let's give a roll, no 1 or 11. She rolls a 16, which is a successful roll. And then for Wilkin, Wilkin can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. So let's go ahead and roll for Wilkin. Wilkin rolls a 5, so Wilkin is unfortunately not going to make it. We are going to have to take Wilkin away from mom, and they have lost their heir. So we will take Wilkin away. So we will go ahead and take this little baby Wilkin from mom. Oh, that's so sad. Let me go ahead and take Wilkin away. Poor Wilkin. Oh, the poor child. And let me update everything on the timeline, and then we will go ahead and continue on. So as you can see, Kate is super, super sad from the loss of Wilkin. She is just distraught over the loss of this baby, as is Theo. They are really, really sad by this news. Theo was really looking forward to having a son, and the fact that they have lost Wilkin has just really upset them. We will have to go ahead and try again for another little child in this family. Obviously, they are currently mourning the loss of Wilkin, and so they are going to need time to get over the loss of their son. But we will be trying again for them in 1402, and hopefully they will be able to have themselves another try, and they'll be able to get pregnant again, and maybe that child will be another little boy, and they'll be able to have that baby survive, because unfortunately they did lose little Wilkin here, and it's just really, really sad news, and I do hate that for them. Look at them play though with with Greta. They do love Greta. They are super thrilled, obviously, that they have Greta, but they just were really looking forward to having an heir in this family, and the loss of that is super sad. I'm gonna go ahead and have Theo come on in here, and he's going to just clean up a little bit. There's no trash can, so I guess he can't clean that up. Gonna have to get this household a trash can, I guess. I could have swore they had a trash can, but I guess not. Let's get him to come and check the mail, and we will put them a trash can out here so that they have a trash can, and he will be able to throw things away, and then you can throw some things away. So Theo is just kind of cleaning up a little bit while Kate goes ahead and takes care of little Greta. She's just giving her a bit of a feed here, and she's making sure that Greta is okay. Obviously, Greta is even sad by the loss of her baby brother, even though she is just a little one. The loss of anyone in the family affects everyone in the family, and so she is feeling really sad by the loss of Wilkin as well. And this is super somber news for this Barnett family, and we hate that for them so, so much. We are just going to go ahead and put Greta down, and we will probably get Kate on here in the kitchen and let her do a little bit of cooking, because it does seem that there isn't any food here that they'll be able to eat, and so I just want them to have something that they can eat here. So I'll get her in here. She can make a family size of gruel. She is obviously wanting to get into the bed and cry it out. She's just so distraught over the loss of this baby. But I'm going to have her come in and do a little bit of cooking and make sure that the family is going to have some things to eat. We do want to make sure that she's taking care of her little family here. So we definitely will make sure all of that is tended to. I also will need to get Thomas to come out. He's going to just collect some eggs and clean the coop, and then he can clean and feed and milk the cow. And is the shed okay? The shed's fine. Okay, great. So he's going to take care of some of the house chores while she is doing a little bit of the cooking. did you do the cooking? She's like, well, you know, I thought about it, but I don't think she did. Why did you not do the cooking? Okay, maybe you can make something. You've got to be able to make something. Make some hot milk then. You've got to be able to make something. So I'm just going to get her to go ahead and cook up something here in the family because we do want them to do some cooking. Why? Why are you not cooking anything? There she goes. All right, we'll get her doing a little bit of gruel here. Why? Why are you not doing this? Resume the gruel. Okay, I don't understand. I have no idea why it won't let her cook. He keeps throwing things away too. I don't understand. Okay, I will clearly have to figure out this house. But in the meantime, we will just go ahead and leave it here. This family has seriously gone through a great loss. Theo is in here crying it out. He is super, super sad. Look at her. She is in here, out here, like, acting like she's all happy. I mean, you literally just had a new baby. You did not have a baby. You're not happy. You're sad. She's just clearly losing her mind. All right, so she's very sad as well. Both of them are just feeling super, super sad over the loss of the fact that they have lost their little one. We are distraught over this news and we absolutely hate it. And I just hate the fact that we have lost this little one. But we are going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys again in our Ultimate Decades Challenge for 1402. And in that episode, we are going to be seeing Annabelle give birth to her little one. We will be trying again to get Kate pregnant, and we are going to be having some birthdays because Greta and Saphira are aging up, as well as Ulrich and Rolf. So we are going to be having a lot of things coming down the way, as well as Letitia will be going into labor because she, as we know, is also expecting. So 1402 is going to be a pretty busy year for us in the Ultimate Decades Challenge for our community. And we will be continuing on with Arlene and trying to get her skilled up before she has her birthday in 1403. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.